Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the world of literature and explore the works that have shaped our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Today, we're discussing Virginia Woolf's iconic essay, A Room of One's Own. Published in 1929, this work has become a cornerstone of feminist literature and continues to resonate with readers today. To understand the significance of A Room of One's Own, let's first consider the historical context in which it was written. The early 20th century was a time of great social change, with women fighting for suffrage and equality. Woolf's essay was born out of a series of lectures she delivered at Cambridge University, where she argued that women needed financial independence and a space to create if they were to produce meaningful work. A Room of One's Own relates to several major literary traditions, including modernism and feminism. Modernist writers like James Joyce and T.S. Eliot were experimenting with new forms and styles, pushing the boundaries of what literature could do. Feminist writers like Woolf and Simone de Beauvoir were challenging patriarchal norms and advocating for women's rights. The critical reception of A Room of One's Own has evolved over time, with some critics arguing that Woolf's vision of feminism is limited, while others see it as a groundbreaking work that paved the way for future generations of feminist writers. One of the key themes in A Room of One's Own is the importance of independence and self-expression. Woolf argues that women need a room of their own, both physically and metaphorically, to pursue their creative interests and develop their own unique voices. This idea is exemplified through her famous thought experiment, where she imagines a fictional character, Judith Shakespeare, who is denied the opportunities available to her brother William. Through this example, Woolf highlights the ways in which women have been silenced and marginalized throughout history. Woolf's writing style in A Room of One's Own is characterized by its lyricism, wit, and accessibility. She uses a range of literary devices, including metaphor, allusion, and stream of consciousness narration, to create a sense of intimacy and immediacy with her readers. For example, when she writes about the importance of education for women, she notes that a woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. This statement has become one of the most famous lines in feminist literature, and its significance extends far beyond the context of writing. A Room of One's Own has had a profound impact on literature and culture. It has influenced generations of writers, including feminist icons like Gloria Steinem and bell hooks. The essay's themes of independence, creativity, and self-discovery continue to resonate with readers today. You can see its legacy in works like The Bell Jar, The Handmaid's Tale, and even in contemporary writing about intersectionality and social justice. In addition to its literary significance, A Room of One's Own has also become a cultural touchstone. It has been cited as an inspiration by artists, activists, and entrepreneurs who are fighting for equality and self-expression. The essay's message is simple yet powerful, that everyone deserves the opportunity to live a life of purpose and creativity, free from the constraints of societal expectations. As we reflect on Woolf's masterpiece, let's consider some of the controversies and debates surrounding A Room of One's Own. Some critics have argued that Woolf's vision of feminism is limited, that it only applies to middle-class women with the means to pursue their creative interests. Others have criticized her for being too focused on individualism rather than collective action. These criticisms are valid, but they also overlook the ways in which A Room of One's Own has been a catalyst for change, inspiring women from all walks of life to demand more. In conclusion, A Room of One's Own is a landmark work that remains essential reading for anyone interested in literature, feminism, or human rights. Its exploration of independence, creativity, and identity continues to inspire and provoke us today. As we reflect on Woolf's masterpiece, let's remember that the struggle for equality and self-expression is ongoing, and that great literature has the power to ignite our imaginations and fuel our pursuit of a more just and compassionate world. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest. signing off.